And Tim's flat on his back, and the referee immediately waves it off. He was straight in there, David Irving, waved his hands, and the ringside doctor is into the ring as well, just as it looked like Timms was going to try and get back up. But from the way he went down, and the referee is a lot closer to it than us, he decided that the fight was over from that point. Short right hand, straight down the middle, got through the guard, and it had some spin on it, certainly.
Excellent stuff. Thanks, Ozzy. We'll take a break from this card very briefly to welcome in our guest, current Commonwealth cruiserweight holder, Luke the Duke Watkins. How you sounding, Luke? You hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. How's it going, lads? You well?
Yes, not too bad at all. We can hear you as well, which is excellent. We've got Luke here for about 10 minutes or so, so if anybody has any Twitter questions for him, send them to me. Pretty sharpish, and I will ask them. Also, the panel will be asking their questions as well. Just to start things off, Luke, things are going pretty well for you at the moment. Won the vacant Commonwealth title against Robin Dupre, defended it against Mike Stafford. A good 2017 as well, after beating Ian Timms. Happy enough with the way things went for you last year?
Yeah, definitely. I can't argue with how things turned out. I'm happy to be where I am and keep progressing forward.
You showed against Timms that you got a bit of a dig. You're obviously 13-0 with 9 knockouts. You boxed him quite handily early on and then let the big shot go. Are you a clubbing puncher, a one-punch KO artist? Do you believe that you have the power to get the guys out at a higher level if you need to?
Yeah, definitely. I believe anyone above super middleweight can find the punch that could knock most people out. I think it's just looking and being consistent and finding the shot. And yeah, I think I think my record speaks for itself, and I do have that power.
You're from Swindon, training with Paddy Fitzpatrick, I believe. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your training setup, your regime, day-to-day type of things?
Yeah, I suppose it's like any other pros. I'm with him 5 days a week. I spend time with a strength coach. I spend time with a conditioning coach, and obviously I'm always seeing the masseuse, making sure I'm in tip-top shape for training all the time. It's day in, day out. It's eat, sleep, train, repeat.
Who have you sparred with, Luke? I always ask this question. Who are some of the better guys that you've got in and trained with and sparred with away from the ring?
Most probably the best guy would be Fury, Tyson Fury. He's the number one heavyweight in the world. Until Anthony Joshua does a number on him. I sparred with Groves, many rounds with Groves. Sparred with Nathan Cleverly, Enzo Machinelli. I'm currently, as I'm on the call with you right now, I'm sat in Poland, sparring with Krzysztof Glowacki, the guy Usyk just took the WBO title from. They're the guys that come to the front of my mind, but I've spent lots of time sparring different people, travelling anywhere for sparring, really.
You made an interesting point there. I'm not going to let you get away with a bit more explanation about this one. Joshua against Fury, you've laid your cards on the table. Tell me why AJ knocks him out and how that one plays out.
I didn't say AJ knocks him out. That's a fifth. For me, Tyson Fury's boxing skills are better than Anthony Joshua's. But Tyson Fury can go down. We've seen it. Steve Cunningham, who moved up from cruiserweight to heavyweight, dropped Fury. So it shows he can be dropped, he can be hurt, and Joshua definitely has the ability to do that. This is just a very interesting fight for me. At the moment, until Joshua beats him, to me, Fury was the best in the world. He's the one who dethroned and absolutely schooled Klitschko.
Just looking at your own career, I've got Boxrec up in front of me. You're ranked number 2, the British cruiserweight scene, behind Matty Askin, who I believe is fighting Stephen Simmons next. Who would you pick to win out of Askin against Simmons?
I think Matty Askin's going to win that. I think Stephen Simmons will make a hard night's work for him. But on ability, I think Askin beats him.
And then obviously you want in next to fight the winner?
Absolutely. Matty Askins, I'm more than happy to fight him in a unification. Or even if Simmons wins, this is boxing, anything can happen. And I'm happy to fight either of the two.
And provided you get on, obviously, win the British title, you've got your Commonwealth as well. I mean, you looking beyond European, how far do you think you can go in this game, realistically?
In my opinion, you're a mug if you come into this game not to reach the pinnacle of the sport. Some people are happy and content. That's up to them, and that's just an opinion of myself and what I expect of myself. So I'm not calling anyone else a mug. I would be calling myself a mug if I didn't think I could reach the top. And that's where I'm going to go.
The World Boxing Super Series is going on at 2 weights at the moment. It's on at your weight, at cruiserweight. It's been very exciting. We've seen the best start to filter through, the likes of Usyk, Bradis, Dortico and Gassiev. Who do you think will win the tournament, and what have you made of it so far?
It's been all right. Perez's fight was cool, went 12 rounds, and he lost it. But I think Usyk wins in the cruiserweight division, and super middleweight. Oh man, that's interesting. I see Callum Smith being one side of the tournament, but I think if Groves can get rid of Eubank, I think Groves beats Callum Smith, and I see him winning. But again, that fight's very much 50-50.
Just to remind our listeners, we've got Luke Watkins on the call at the moment, Commonwealth Cruiserweight Champion at the Duke Watkins on Twitter. Is that right, Luke?
That's correct. Add me, follow me, interact. That's what it's for, social media.
Definitely hit him up. If any of the guys on the panel have any questions, then jump in now before we let Luke go. We've got a couple of minutes left. Ozzy, I believe you had a question for Luke.
Yeah, there's a couple of ones. How did the opportunity about going out to Poland come around? Have you done this before, or are you in preparation for a fight, or has Glowacki got something lined up himself?
Yeah, he has a fight February the 10th. And you know how sparring goes, they're always looking for new sparring partners to test the waters and see how people get on. I got a phone call, asked to come over, so I've come over. I've been here for a week and just learning, enjoying the experience, making the most of it.
And you mentioned you obviously want the winner of Askins and Simmons, which would be a great fight. But for yourself, are you looking to, so you've been on the last couple of Cyclone promotion shows, are you looking to get out yourself so you're not, like you're active as well, and then you can go into the fight? You've both fought at relatively the same time.
Yeah, I'm fighting in Swindon. I haven't fought in my hometown for over a year now, so it's nice to get back and fight in front of my home crowd because they do all the travelling, supporting and following me wherever I go. That's March the 3rd. No retreat, no surrender. I'm looking forward to that. And then after that, big summer showdown.
That you, Ozzy?
Yeah, that's everything.
Look, I've got a couple of listeners have sent in the same question here actually, but they're asking, was the Askins fight ever offered to you beforehand, and was it turned down?
It was never turned down. We was in talks with Askins' team, we was in talks with Cycling Promotion, and we were just in the process of, crossing the T's and dotting the I's, and the British Board of Boxing Control stepped in and ordered Matty to face his mandatory, which was Simmons. By right, as a champion, he did have that obligation and he was fit, so I can understand that. So that's how that broke down. There was no from my side or from his side. We was happy. We was just trying to finalise. But you know how boxing works sometimes. Politics get in the way.
Yeah, I was just going to ask that actually. Obviously, the political side, you've got this. Obviously, if you're going to face the winner, Askin Simmons, maybe in the summer of this year, Chamberlain against Okoli winner. Obviously, I mean, again, politically, is that fight possible in the future?
For myself, yeah, definitely. This is what boxing's about. I want to fight these guys. I want to fight all the guys that people know, and I want people to know me as the guy that fights them all and beats them all. As long as we can always agree, if both sides can agree and we're happy and they're happy, all these fights can happen.
Just finally for me, Luke, we had Big Tommy McCarthy on the show before Christmas. He said he was definitely open to a fight between you and himself. Is that something down the line, maybe with a title on the line, that could happen?
Yeah, definitely. Again, I don't know if you've seen that Simmons was ordered to fight. Askin was ordered to fight Simmons. You would have seen that they nominated myself and Tommy to go to purse bids for an eliminator for the British. But a nomination for that is, and they didn't make the right offers, so I politely declined. I'm the champion, the Commonwealth champion, and I believed I deserved a bit more than what was offered. So I'll continue my journey, keep going the way I'm going, and hopefully me and Tommy can get it on.
Hopefully so. That's something we look forward to in the future. Luke, we thank you very much for your time, for joining us once again at the Duke Watkins on Twitter. Any final messages or anything you want to say before you leave us?
Thank you for having me on. It was good to chat with you guys, and in the future, don't hesitate, contact me. I'm always willing to come on and talk boxing, and that's what I love.
Excellent. We appreciate that. All the best, Luke.
Take care.
Cheers,
Thanks, mate.
bye.